So you're looking to get into AI agents, and right away you're hit with this huge fundamental decision. Do you build your own solution from the ground up, or do you just buy a platform that's ready to go? This choice can literally shape your budget, your timeline, and frankly, your success. So today, we're going to break it all down.
All right, let's just dive right in. Build or buy? It's the classic dilemma in tech, right? But with AI agents, the stakes just feel so much higher. To really get our heads around this, we first need to understand the two main paths you can actually take.
Okay, so think of it this way. On one side, you've got a framework. This is basically a powerful toolkit for developers. It gives you all the specialized, high-tech parts, but you, your team, have to assemble the final product. Then on the other side, you've got a platform. That's a complete, ready-to-use solution that's designed for a business to just plug in and start using. And to make this really concrete, we're going to look at two perfect examples.
Let's kick things off with the builder's path. And the big name here, the star of the show, if you will, is LangChain. If your team is dead set on constructing an AI agent from scratch, this is almost certainly where they're going to start.
So what is LangChain, really? Well, it's an open-source framework. The two words you've really got to latch onto here are open source and framework. It's not a ready-made product you can show to your boss. No, it's a foundation. It gives developers all the pieces they need to then go and create their own custom AI apps.
And make no mistake, those building blocks are incredibly powerful. LangChain gives you the core components, the integrations, the whole architecture to build some really sophisticated AI agents. But, and this is a huge but, it's just the blocks. You still have to build the house.
And what does building the house actually look like? Well, it means your team is on the hook for all of this. They have to create the user interface from scratch, build out the logging and feedback systems, figure out team management, permissions, governance tools. The list just goes on and on. This is not a small task. This is a significant, heavy-duty engineering lift.
Okay, so that's path number one, the builder's path. Super powerful, but man, it is a heavy lift. So now let's flip the coin and look at the alternative, the business path. And we'll use a platform like RaiaAI as our example, which, as you'll see, paints a very, very different picture.
So unlike a framework, RaiaAI is a whole comprehensive platform. Think of it as AI agent as a service. The idea here is that you're not just buying a piece of software. You're getting a complete solution that comes with a dedicated team to handle development, implementation, and all the ongoing optimization work. And this is where the difference becomes crystal clear. Remember that gigantic to-do list we just saw for the framework path? Well, with a platform, all that stuff just comes standard. A live chat UI, no-code tools for creating agents, human handoff capabilities, it's all there, right out of the box.
So we've got our two paths laid out, the Builder's Toolkit and the Business-Ready Platform. Now for the fun part. Let's put them head-to-head on the things that really matter to any organization: cost, time, and of course, strategy.
Let's talk money. First up, the buy path. For a platform like RaiaAI, you're looking at an annual investment that starts somewhere around $17,000. The key thing to notice here is that it's a predictable cost. It covers the platform, the setup, the support, the whole shebang.
Now hold that number in your head for a second, and let's look at the build path. The framework itself might be free and open source, but the minimum annual investment starts at over $50,000, and trust me, that number can climb fast. So why the huge difference? Well, you're not paying for software anymore, you're paying for people. Highly skilled, expensive engineers that you need to build and maintain everything from the ground up.
Let's actually dig into this breakdown. With the platform path on the left, you see clear, predictable costs. Platform fee, setup fee, done. But now look at the builder path on the right. Sure, the framework is free, but that setup and dev cost line item, that's the real story. And this gets to the very heart of the decision, doesn't it? It's a trade-off between a manageable software expense and a much larger, much more unpredictable human resource expense.
And the differences go way, way beyond just the price tag. If we map this all out strategically, you can see exactly who each path is for. A platform? It's built for business stakeholders. A framework? That's built for developers. And notice the risk level too. Low for a proven platform, but high for a custom dev project that could go sideways. But maybe the most critical factor for any business, the one that keeps CEOs up at night, is this last one right here, time to value.
And that difference in time, it's just staggering. Look at this. With a platform, you can be up and running, getting real value in a matter of weeks. With the builder's path, you're looking at a timeline measured in months, maybe even over a year. In today's market,
That kind of gap in speed can be the difference between leading the pack and falling hopelessly behind.
Okay, so after seeing all that, how in the world do you decide which path is right for you? Because it's not about which one is objectively better, but which one actually fits your specific needs, your resources, and your goals.
The platform path is probably your best bet if you need a business-ready solution without all the technical headaches. If speed is your absolute top priority, if you need value in weeks, not months or years, this is the way to go. And if you need deep industry knowledge baked right in, a specialized platform is often the only real answer.
On the other hand, a framework is the right call when you need absolute total control. If you have a strong, dedicated tech team with real AI expertise, and your project is all about deep R&D or requires a completely unique, from-the-ground-up architecture, then the power and flexibility of a framework like LangChain is exactly what you need.
You know, when you strip everything else away, the choice really boils down to this. It's not really a technology question at all. It's a question of your company's philosophy. Do you want to buy a solution to your problem, or do you want to build the tool that solves it from scratch? And that leaves us with a really fascinating final thought to chew on. As these AI development tools get more and more powerful and easier to use, will this clear, bright line between builder and buyer start to blur? Could we be heading towards a future where everyone, not just hardcore developers, has the power to build their own AI? It's a question that's going to shape the next decade of technology. Thanks for tuning in.